So if this word is wine, this word would be it'd be magazine.
Why do wine and magazine sound different at the end? Let's break it down with a splash of word magic. Okay, so you've got two words, wine, magazine. Both end in the letters ane, but they don't sound the same. Why? Here's the fun part. It's all about word origin and stress. Let's travel back in time a little. Wine is a simple Old English word. Comes from Latin vinum and has been around forever. It follows regular English pronunciation rules, the magic E rule. One vowel, one consonant, and an E at the end equals long vowel sound. So wine rhymes with fine and line. A magazine, on the other hand, is a borrowed word. It came from French, which got it from Arabic makazin, meaning storehouses. It entered English much later, and English didn't bother changing how it was pronounced much. So we kept the stress on the last syllable and said zine. That's why magazine rhymes with machine and cuisine. Other borrowed words. Let's simplify. If ine is in a native English word, it usually sounds like ine in wine-ein. If it's in a borrowed or foreign word, it usually sounds like in magazine. English is like a giant sponge. It soaks up words from all over the world, but it doesn't always change how they sound. That's why spelling and pronunciation often don't match up. So next time someone's confused, just say, if you drink wine while reading a magazine, you're also sipping on centuries of language history.
Alright, so if this is magazine, this word would be porcupine. You don't wonder.
Let's look at why magazine and porcupine sound different, even though they both end in ine. Quick answer. It's all about word stress and origin again. Let's compare. Magazine ends with the in sound, rhymes with machine, cuisine. Porcupine ends with the ine sound, rhymes with line, mine. Why the difference? 1. Word stress. In magazine, the stress is on the final syllable magazine. This stress pattern makes the ine sound like in. In porcupine, the stress is on the first syllable porcupine. So the ine follows the typical native English rule. Silent E makes the I long ein. 2. Word origin. Magazine is a borrowed word from French and Arabic. It keeps the original stress and pronunciation. Porcupine comes from Latin through Middle French, porc-espin, but it was naturalized into English spelling and stress rules a long time ago, so it behaves like a regular English word. 3. Syllable count and familiar pattern. To words that are native or anglicized and have 3 syllables ending in ine often sound like ein. Oh, Valentine, discipline, porcupine combine as a noun. Foreign or technical words with ine at the end and stress on the final syllable tend to end in in. Oh, magazine, machine, gasoline, quarantine. Why do magazine and porcupine sound different? Both words end in ine, but they sound totally different. Magazine ends with een. Porcupine ends with ine, rhymes with line. So what's going on? The key differences. 1. Word stress. Magazine has stress on the last syllable magazine. Oh, that changes ine to sound like een. Porcupine has stress on the first syllable, porcupine. Oh, that makes ine follow the regular English rule and sound like ine, ein. 2. Word origin. The magazine is a borrowed word from French and Arabic. Oh, English kept the original foreign pronunciation. Porcupine was borrowed long ago but fully adapted into English. Oh, it follows English pronunciation rules like line, fine, and shine. 3. Pronunciation patterns. Final syllable stress often gives us the een sound. Oh, magazine, machine, quarantine, gasoline. First syllable stress or native style words often give the ine sound. Oh, porcupine, Valentine, discipline, combine when used as a noun. When you see a word ending in ine, ask 2 questions. Where is the stress? Does the word sound foreign or native? That usually tells you how to pronounce it. Final tip. When you see ine, check where the stress is and where the word came from. That usually tells you how to say it.
I'll do another one for you. All right, so you know this word? River. River, yes. Okay, good. So you are getting the hang of it. So if that's river, then this right here would be diver. No, it's diver. You know. Oh.
Why do river and diver sound different? At first glance, both words end in er, so you might expect them to rhyme. But they don't. River, river. Diver, diver. So what causes the difference? The key differences. 1. Vowel sound before. The main difference isn't actually the but the vowel that comes before it. River comes from the base word, riv, short vowel e. Diver comes from the verb, dive, with a long vowel I. So you get word vowel before sound. River short river, river. Diver long I diver, diver. 2. Root word. A river is a base word, not built from a verb. It's from Latin ripa, riverbank, doesn't follow English verb rules. Diver is formed from the verb dive plus a person who does something, like runner, swimmer, teacher. So diver follows the pattern. Verb plus long vowel stays. Why it matters. Can be added to verbs to form nouns, e.g., dive, diver, and those words keep the original vowel sound from the verb. But some words like river, liver, or silver aren't built from verbs, so they don't follow that pattern. Quick test. Diver is verb-based, but river isn't verb-based. Diver has a long I vowel sound, whereas river has a short I vowel sound. Now diver rhymes with driver, while river rhymes with giver. Final tip. If the word is formed from a verb like drive, driver, it usually keeps the long vowel. But if it's a basic noun, like river, it tends to use a shorter vowel.